afternoon.
Todd, from an injury standpoint, I know usually the Monday after, not a whole lot of answers, but in terms of Bredesen and how long he might be sidelined, do you have any better sense at all?
Not yet. I know he's got a sprain. He's going to get an MRI either later today or tomorrow.
So Bucky out there bouncing around before the game. Is it more the shoulder rather than the ankle at this point?
Yes.
Is he going to get ramped up at any time? Do you expect him back soon?
Hopefully, we'll see if he can take a hit.
Do you have any expectations of Godwin or Reddick being in play to return to practice this week?
Not this early in the week, I don't know.
Just to clarify, Bucky's a possibility of practicing this week?
No, I didn't say that. I said hopefully we get him back soon. I didn't say he was practicing this week.
You don't know that?
Not right now, no.
I know you had two backup guards in basically the entire game, but just want to see how those two went and how you feel moving forward, whether you stick with those two or look at other options.
They had some good plays. I mean, they had some plays you'd like to have back, or they gave a little bit of penetration, but they fought and they battled in there, and that's all you can ask them. They both been in the league for a while right now, so got to get some continuity there, and they got to get some practice reps in, and they'll be better.
You're kind of heavy at tackle right now. Like you addressed 4 tackles yesterday. I think probably just with an eye on Gedeke being unsure coming back. Are any of those backup tackles potential answers at guard, or would you just stick with the 3 you have?
We'll stick with the 3 right now.
Baker said after the game, and I think he may have told the team this about, translating what they work on in practice to the game, be more responsible for each other. He also said that he felt like they lacked a killer instinct. Do you sense that on your football team?
We encourage our players to have accountability. I don't think we had any killer instinct yesterday. I thought we played like we had a bye week from an energy standpoint. We have it when we get rolling, and it's good for him to speak up and say those things. He's one of our captains, as well as Vita, Tay, Winfield, Mike, and all those guys. So guys listen when they speak. They listen when they speak, and accountability is making sure the guy next to you is doing their job. And, he's one of the guys that advocates that. He's the lead example on offense. Lamont is the leader on defense that way, and, we got to follow suit.
Todd, you said after the game yesterday that the 4 long plays were all just inexcusable. Is there anything you see looking at tape afterwards that mitigates any of them, or is it just 4?
No, nothing mitigates that.
Was yesterday more of a case of the Patriots doing what they had to do, or maybe you guys maybe not doing what you needed to do to win that game? Was it more them, or was it more you?
Anytime you have an opponent, it's always them winning the football game, and then you have to look at yourself and see the things you did not win in the football game. We definitely had our share in it. We give them credit. They did a heck of a job. They made the big plays. We did not. We got to make more big plays, and we got to stop big plays.
I thought you talked after the game about rotating Morrison in and kind of having a plan for that. Is there any concern at all that if it's kind of a regularly scheduled appearance, that it's something that opponents might also anticipate and plan for? The Patriots seem to go after him. I think the first 4 plays he was in, they threw at him on Sunday.
Yeah, we understand that. I mean, that's anybody that goes in the ball game as a backup at any position on either side of the football. But we have full confidence in Morrison. He's been playing well, and he's been doing a lot of good things for us. He just didn't have a good day yesterday.
You told your team you didn't want to be that team that wasn't on it when they came out of the bye week. You haven't had a lot of success after bye weeks. I know you gave them the whole time off. Is there any thought to, day or 2 walk through, film study, anything that might have helped them be a little sharper yesterday? A
day, but really all I gave them off was Wednesday. We usually have victory Monday and Tuesday. They're mandated 4 days off, and we were so banged up. We got off Wednesday, so that made it an entire week, and we needed every bit of those days. So we came back and we practiced and had a good week of practice. We just did not execute well.
What's the difference between a good and a great team, and where do you feel like you guys are at right now?
The difference between a good and a great team is preparation on a daily basis. I don't think we're great. We prepare most of the time. We're very good, and it's just 1 or 2 guys that have a blank or an ME here or there that cost everybody else, and it's a different guy each time, and we got to get that fixed.
On that 4th down play, after you get the interception from Tyke, 4th and 4, whatever it was, I guess they they brought 5 of the 6 at some point. Were there a lot of mistakes? It looked like Graham didn't block anybody. I don't know what Rashad was supposed to be doing, but like, what happened on that play? Because it wasn't a front that you were unfamiliar with, right?
No, we got to design it better for the receivers to get open, and then we got to block it better. So it was all inclusive.
The numbers Mike Evans has put up in his career, obviously well known, and you miss them now. But are we also seeing the last few weeks just what the loss of his presence is on the rest of the team, just in terms of how other people game plan for your offense?
I think you saw that the next week that we lost him. You're gonna always, when you have a guy like that you got to prepare for, it's gonna always be different when you lose that kind of production.
Did you feel at times early in the game that maybe Baker, wasn't seeing it? After the touchdown drive, he goes 1 of 6. It looked like maybe he was locked onto Bucca a little bit too much. Did you see he turned down some check downs?
I mean, there were some plays he'd like to have back, yeah, but I don't want to say he turned down a bunch of things. It's all inclusive offensively when we mess up. Like I said, we can call it better as coaches, and we definitely can execute better.
Was there, in terms of kickoffs, were you guys trying to kick it in the end zone, maybe just take a returner out of the game more?
No, we were not trying to kick it in the end zone.
That's just coincidence when it went through.
Yes.
Your teams in general in the coverage, I think there was one punt that bounced inside the 10 and went in the end zone, another punt that was short. Your punt and punt coverage team, where is that from where you want it to be?
I thought it was pretty good yesterday. They had a heck of a returner going into it. I think it's gotten a lot better over the recent weeks. Didn't get many yards covered yesterday from a punt standpoint. We had some hang time when we got down there and got some fair catches, which was great to see. But, again, they had a heck of a punt returner yesterday. I thought special teams from a coverage standpoint unit, I thought they had gotten better each week.
What's the challenge going into Buffalo this time of year with a team that's just coming off a loss in Miami?
We worry about us. We're not worried about Buffalo until we play them Sunday. At this point, every week's going to be a round-robin tournament. Everybody's going to be playing for desperation as we see it anyway. So we got to take care of the things we got to take care of and correct our mistakes and come out and put our best foot forward and execute like we know how to execute.
Todd, I guess Baker was telling the CBS crew that he was at 50% health before the bye. Is there any concern about maybe him not being the kind of player that he can be because of those injuries moving forward?
No, I think in the middle of the season right now, everybody's playing with something. Everybody's playing with something, so we just got to make sure we keep him upright and don't get him hit as much. I thought he came out and had a good week of practice. He looked better than he did before the bye week, and all our guys are playing with something. If you're at 75%, you're at 100. If you're at 50, you're functional, so he's functional.
Key with that play, just how instinctive was that? I think he came off his guy maybe in the end zone, and the way he's just continued to grow and really one of your best defensive players right now.
It's a heck of a play by him. Very instinctive. One of our top 3 instinctive guys on defense. Makes plays all over the field. He made some great plays in the run game. He's a very sharp guy. Heck of a play by him. Gave us a chance.
To see Tucker, I think he had more yards than any running back has had against the Patriots this year. To see what he did, I think he had an 18-yard run on that last drive.
He did a good job. I mean, he bounced it outside. He's got the speed right there, and they had the holes for him. But Tucker, he's a very thick lower body. He bounces off things very well, and, as he gets more carries, you've seen what he can do.
Has he earned a chance to have more of that? I mean, I know you lost Bucky. Tucker's probably more like Bucky than Rashad is. So could there be a switch out there a little bit?
I don't think Tucker's like Bucky at all. I think they run differently at all. I don't think they're very similar. I think all 3 are very different the way they run the football. He's gotten a lot more reps and a lot more plays and a lot more blitz pickup, and we're going to need all of them come down the stretch. So we're good where he's at right now, and the hot hand usually gets more reps.
Todd, how would you evaluate Chris Braswell? He had that one pressure on the touchdown to Kyle Williams, and where do you think he is at, and what about Hassan Reddick and where his health is at right now?
Well, and Hassan, he's getting better. We don't know where he's at right now. We'll see later in the week. As far as Braz, he's a very aggressive physical football player, so when he comes to take on blocks and everything, he's fine. He's gotten a lot better in the passing game as well. He knows how to set the edge, and he just needs a chance to play more.